guys, I got a quick message for y'all. I'm still gluing. I'm just taking my time, and I was just meditating, and this has come to me, and this is for all signs included. Always trust what your body's telling you, what your gut is telling you, what your head is telling you. Never trust what somebody else is saying to you. Trusting yourself and your own instincts could be the difference between life and death. I don't care how long you've known somebody. I don't care how much you love them. I don't care if y'all have kids. I don't care if you're family. I don't care who it is. I don't care if you sleep beside them every night. If your gut and your mind is telling you, don't trust them, don't go there, don't do that, don't drink that, don't eat that, don't smoke that, listen. It don't matter who gave it to you. It don't matter who cooked it for you. I'm trying to tell y'all. And I'm not saying be paranoid and not to trust, trust anybody, because your instincts isn't going to go off on any and everybody. Your instincts are going to go off on the people that it needs to go off on. Your instincts ain't going to go off on every single person that give you something to drink or smoke or whatever it is that you do. Take it how it resonates. I'm not saying be paranoid, but when you do get that feeling, go with it. Listen, never put anybody else's word above your own instincts. Never let anybody lead you astray or manipulate you not to understand and trust and go with what your mind, your body, your soul is telling you to do. It's very important these days. It is definitely the difference between life and death. Trusting your own gut, trusting your own mind, going with what you believe and what you know. You can't always go off of what you see. Sometimes you gotta trust what you can't see, but you can feel. That's it. Trust what you feel. You're not always gonna be able to see it. You're not always gonna have a piece of proof of it. And in due time, when it's time for a proof, God is going to reveal in a way that you could never even orchestrate it yourself. You have to go with your instincts. That's why He gave them to us. Everybody has instincts. Everybody has gut feelings. Everybody has ways that their body will react when something's not right. But we get so caught up into trusting other people more than we trust ourselves. That's which is where the problem resides in. As people, we get so caught up in the word love and care, and we never for once think that your worst enemy is the person that's laying beside you. Like, I cannot express that enough. And sometimes we get to a point where we are so blissfully not observant of our own instincts, because we're so used to putting other people's before us, that we ignore the signs. I'm speaking from first point of view. I'm speaking for a woman that has been a survivor of 3 different domestic violent, almost fatal encounters. 3 times. God has spared me. 3 times. All 3 incidents was with the 2 people that I had been with most of my life. A female I dated for about 6 years, and a man that I dated for 10. All my encounters happened with the people the only 2 people in this world that I let my guard down with, that I trusted with obviously my life. The only 2 people in this world that I trusted with my life. The only 2 people in this world that I thought I would never be in that situation with. And I was always intuitive. However, I was scared of my gifts. Some things that I knew and was brought to me I didn't want to know, because I was blindly in love. So I'm gonna say ignorant in love, because I'm talking about myself I was. So I knew things, but I didn't want to know them. I didn't like my gifts, because I knew I wanted to just be able to live and ignore the mishaps of the people that I love. I didn't want to believe that the people that I love did not love me, or they was drastically unhealed, which means I was unhealed. It was something about me that attracted me to them. Something about me that wanted me to ignore the disregard for me and my life and them. And when it got to those instincts, it wasn't the first time that they showed me that it was up, if it had to be. But I was so unhealed myself, and so I think it's because I never let anybody in. So the times that I did let people in, I just had it in my head. It's like forever. I'm not going to let it go or give up. Like, I'm a rock and roll with this for life. Like, I'm not easy to let somebody in. So the times that I did, after the first person, which was the female, she did it twice, that I really was shut off, and it took me years to open up again, which is when I had, like, a little bit after I had my first daughter. And when I did, like, I'm like, yes, this is the one. And he was worse than her when it all turned out. But at the end of the day, it was still a lesson for me to learn. Like, I take accountability for all my own actions. I'm not saying I deserve anything, but I can't sit here and blame anyone that I allowed and gave that access to, even after I seen the red flags, you know? I got that lesson. That's, unfortunately, what it took for me. Look at my head, it's getting on my nerves. Okay. that's unfortunately, and I don't talk about it much because I take accountability of my own actions and I take accountability of what I allow. People wouldn't have had that opportunity, and it's only two different people. They wouldn't have had the opportunity to have me in that position if I trusted my instinct. Like, seriously. The read that I can account for and speak firsthand. It's not funny, but I mean, you can't sit here and be crying off of spilled milk and what you've been through, what you allow. You can only learn from it. And then even back then, I'm not going to always say because you don't know your worth, because I knew my worth, right? I just loved that person. Like, I love that person. I could see the hurt in that person. I could see the damage from childhood in that person. I could see the wounds, and I just wanted to fix them. But you can't fix anyone that don't want to be fixed. You can't patch anybody's wounds up. They have to do it themselves. Just like I had to look in me to figure out what inside of me wouldn't let go, didn't want to acknowledge that I was choosing to believe in a lie, that I was choosing to hold on to potential, a dream, when I knew my worth and what I could bring to the table. I know my worth. I know who I am. I know what I can do. I was running from the assignment because I wasn't ready to change and face it. I wasn't ready to give up the things that was confirmation. I wasn't ready to give up the things that fulfill me at the moment, though that they were also the things that was fulfilling me was hurting me, was dimming the light that wasn't made to be dimmed. It was changing me. Let me tell y'all, this journey in life, I've always known God. I've always known that I was different. I've always knew of my gifts. I was scared of my gifts. I always knew a lot more than I ever displayed to people. I always knew that person don't really like you, they don't really like you, but I never understood the reason why they didn't like me. So I always felt like I could just being I guess overly nice, they would just see that, like, you feel that way for nothing. I can feel you, I can see, I can feel, I know, but it's literally off of introduction or nothing. Like, I was too busy trying to understand everybody else's emotions that I wasn't paying attention to my own, and why I felt the need to accept the way people naturally just felt and just respected my own self enough to just separate myself. Period. I had to dig deep inside of me of knowing that was something from childhood, always feeling different, always feeling picked out the bunch, and not caring about the things everybody else cared about and what made them popular, which made me kind of weird. You know, I don't know. It's just having to dig inside of me and figure it out. Finding the me that I fell in love with years ago, before I fell in love with a man. I had to dig deep inside and find her again. You know? When I got older, I had already accepted the fact that there was a lot of people around me that obviously did not care for me. I knew they were two-faced, fake blood or not. I can feel, I can see, it's just natural. It's a natural gift that I've always had that I cannot shut it off. Can't shut it off. And you're like, I don't want to, you know? I know there's some people that get it and understand. I know this is not for a huge selection. Again, when I'm led to speak or tell my testimony, it literally be for people that are spiritually inclined. And my team keeps telling me, it's time for you to break out your shell. And for a long time, just talking about stuff like this out loud was very uncomfortable for me because, like I said, I knew my worth, but I felt like an idiot for allowing. I was embarrassed. I felt embarrassed for the way I let people treat me sometimes. I felt embarrassed that I knew things and I allowed things. I felt embarrassed about it. So it's nothing for me to be embarrassed about. The more I've been healing and embracing myself, the more I have been able to say, well, you were put in all these situations so you could help other people that's been there. You could, you know, share your story. And this is a part of my healing too, and helping other people like me know that you're not alone. You're not weird. You're not crazy. Like, what you see, what you hear, what you felt is real. It's your spirits, your ancestors. Like, some people can see and feel what others can't, and it makes you feel weird. Don't keep running from your gifts because they're not gonna stop chasing you down. Might as well just take a break and embrace them. But yeah, back to the subject. You never know what's behind a smile. You never know what's behind a I love you. You never know what's behind a what you doing. You never know how people really feel about you, and you really don't have to do anything to make them not like you. You don't have to do anything to offend them. Not saying you're perfect. However, people will dislike you for nothing. People will dislike you, not even know you. People that know you and smile on your face will dislike you just for being you. You just have to really trust your instincts. And it's a sad thing to say or feel or to just know. And during this journey, gifts activating, being an empath, you have to have tough skin. To know, to hear, to feel, to see people's deeper and more hitting emotions towards people that they tell they love, people that they sleep with, people they have kids with, people that they are sisters, they are parents, they are in-laws, they are siblings, they are parents that gave the kids up and don't even have no ties with them. You still don't like them. I mean, you don't even deal with them. What's the hate? People will real life be in your presence and don't like you, like literally hate you. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. I'm trying to tell y'all. They will literally hate you and have no reason. You can ask, why don't you, what did she do to you? Like, what happened so wrong that you want to see her gone? What is so bad about her that you want to see her miserable? How do you laugh at somebody's pain? What did that person do to you so bad that you need them to be in pain in order to be happy? You need to see them totally demolished. And that's the only thing that makes you laugh. That's what makes you smile, hurting another. What in the world did that person do to you to make you have so much anger and hatred for them that demolishing them is the thing that makes you feel the best in life? Like, it makes you feel like you are flying on clouds just because you made that person cry today, just because you made, what in the world? And in the same breath, you can lay beside them and tell them you love them. Like, mental health is real and it's rampant right now, y'all. Y'all have to be careful. Y'all have to really be careful and go with your gut and trust people by their ways sometimes, not just by the words they say. You have to look deeper than that crooked smile they give you, look deeper than the shallow and I love you, and look deeper than we're blood, look deeper than just the surface-based basic stuff that people feel gives them a pass, and give them a mask to hide their heart full of hate for you, and literally for no reason. That's why you gotta love you first too, because you would feel like something wrong with you for people to hate you so strongly and so much and want so badly for you to be in pain and be hurt and just demolished, that you would literally think you missed, like, what I do, like, did I miss something? If you're a mentally weak person, or you're somebody that's not sure of yourself, it will break you, because people are so hateful. That's why you gotta be strong and know you, and know your heart, know who you are, be okay with you, you're good and bad, always move with good intentions, because then you know that it's literally a them problem, not yours, and all you need to do is remove yourself and stay away from them. You see how people will dislike somebody so much, but check their profile every day just to look at them and speak ill will over them, but you don't like them. Why are you looking at them? I would block them. That's the difference. That's why you got people that research and dig up and get obsessed with the people they claim to hate, and then you have the people that just block you and act like you don't, like you're non-existent. People plotting and scheming on you is real. Sometimes you really don't even know who you are, like in real life. We're so used to going off of things that people tell us. We don't do the research and find out stuff ourselves, and you will live your whole life not even knowing that it's a total lie. That the people that you look at and thought were your parents, they're not. The people that you grew up in a household with, thinking that that's your sister, brother, whatever, it's really your cousin, or you're this and that and the third. You will grow up not even knowing that you have family members that you never even met, but know you. And on top of that, not like you. Like, literally not like you. Over something that you can't even control, insurance policies. It's just really like your instincts, following them, trusting them will save your life. Trusting them, what you can't see, but how you feel will save your life. 10-10, it's significant. I'm always going to be pro save yourself, pro protect your family, pro protect your kids, pro go with your instincts. Anybody can say they love you, anybody can act like they love you, but in your presence, you have no clue what people will do behind your back. And another thing, anything that happens, and people literally don't even feel the need to acknowledge or apologize what they've done to you until it's too late. You always forgive, but remember that the only reason why they apologized to you or even said it to you in the first place was because they got caught, because they were trying to save face. Because if it was really genuine, they would have came to you and told you and protected you from the start. If somebody will accept money in exchange for your life, I don't care if you got kids with them, I don't care if you're married to them, I don't care if you've been with them for 20 years, 10 years, they don't love you at all. And that's the truth. The people coming at you that are blood to you, that is willing to try to get rid of you for money or to hide crimes that they committed, like 333 on the clock, 666 as well, to hide crimes that they committed, that you had nothing to do, you didn't benefit from, you didn't know anything about. They don't love you either. They love money. They love themselves. They're trying to save their own ass, because if it wasn't for them getting caught or you catching on, you would have been unalived, or you would have never found out. You just would have been nothing to them, and they would have continued on doing whatever it is they was doing. Everybody that has anything to do with it. Know that true love doesn't have a price on it. True love is something that can't be negotiated. Somebody that really loves you, whether it's family or friend, they would not ever accept a price in exchange for you, or be willing to pay a price to get rid of you. Last minute I'm sorry's, you take it as a closure for them, because it's not closure for you. Your closure, your vindication is when you walked away and you trust your gut, and you trust in the things that you couldn't see but you were feeling. You trust in what you got wind of, even though you didn't have the evidence right then. You trusted in yourself to save your own life, because if it was in the hands of those people, you wouldn't have one. So I'm gonna say this one more time before I get off here. Sometimes, I'm not gonna say sometimes, all. So I'm gonna say this one more time because it's so important. Don't always wait for proof or to see something in order to make moves and cut people off and distance yourself and get away. Always, no. Trust what you feel. Trust what you feel. It don't always have to be something that you see. Sometimes you see after you feel. The see comes after the feeling. You see stuff before you see it. That is the warning. And go with it. Trust you over anybody else. Don't ever let nobody make you feel like what your body and your mind is telling you is not real. You have nothing to gain off of telling you, off of you. Let me get it. You have nothing to gain off of going off of your senses but saving yourself. And maybe your kids. While they have everything to gain, convincing you to trust them more than you. Always choose you when it comes to anything. Your instincts, your gut feeling, love, honor, respect, you first. Because there are people that will smile in your face, lay beside you, make kids with you. They will be your mama, your daddy, your sister, and you won't even know they even exist. And they won't like you just because you exist. And all you would know is that there was a friendly face. And you're warming and nice and open, but your gut and your head and your mind say, no, something ain't right. But it's like, I don't know, but they know you. Stuff like that do not just happen in movies. People get movie ideas from actual events that happen in life. There is something big going on right now, guys. This energy. And everything I've been saying today is June the 10th, 2025. It is, what time is it? Let me see. 6:39 p.m. Trust my advice. Take it how it resonates. If you don't, then hey, you ignore your own instincts. But I've been in a few situations that God got me out of, literally, life and death. God got me out of, and my instincts I ignored, leading all the way up to the point where I needed to be saved. Literally. As I always say, remember to pray. Bye, guys.